Well, one thing I'll say, I really respect the entertainment industry in Nigeria.
Okay.
Specifically because they promote their own. Like, they have their own in the pipeline, if I can put it that way. Like, if this artist blows up, somebody else is in the pipeline. Like, somebody else is about to blow up too. Like, so the consumption, like, they won't just promote the top artist. The guy who's next in line will also be promoted. And that's something we lack in Kenya. Being a Formula One driver is harder than being a president. And statistically, it makes sense. Let me ask you a question. How many people are there on Earth right now? So around 8 billion. 8 billion. From the 8 billion, how many presidents are there?
Around one something. Something or two.
50 plus is in Africa alone. Now go to Europe, go to Asia, go to South America, go to North America. Now, how many Formula One drivers exist?
20.
Exactly. So statistically, it is harder to be a Formula One driver than being a president. If we go to the club later on and somebody grabs you inappropriately, if you can do what I can do, you'll be able to defend yourself. That's what you say. What a man can do, a woman can do better.
My trend. Yeah.
So if we go there, I don't want to hear, yo, hey, say, yeah, X, Y, Z happened. Go do something.
Vibes.
What's up, good people? Welcome to another episode of 360
Vibes.
Of course, this is where the conversations are real, the vibes are unmatched, and the energy is 360 degrees. They call me Brucho, the smiling god.
Hi, boy in the pod, the queen mother of the 360 Vibes.
What's up, everybody, and welcome again to 360 Vibes Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything. My name is Elsa.
And today, by the way, we are joined by champions. Right on to my right is the F1 champion.
Yes,
the F1 guru himself.
The F1 guru himself. Yes, the trouble man himself. I'm here in the house. Wagwan. Twice as nice, smooth as ice. Never had a bad in my life.
Hey, you've already started throwing the floor, and we have not even introduced the music champion.
Imagine.
What is my middle name, you know? It is what it is.
Yeah. And of course, we also have the music champion, SnOwS.
Hello, everyone. I go by the name SnOwS. That's what everybody calls me. I guess it's the way I'm called, though. Am I?
Yeah, you're
I'm
cool.
asking you guys, am I?
Hey.
What's the There's this name they don't mind call these guys who are called okay, I've just forgotten. It's okay. I'll remind you guys later.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's nice to have you. It's nice to have you here, SnOwS and Mr. S himself.
Yeah.
Both champions.
Both champions
Glad to
in
be
their
here.
own unique ways.
Glad to be here. I've been checking you out. You guys are doing some massive things. You know, you have some massive wave. You have some support behind you guys. So, you know, it's been a long time coming.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, I think I'll just throw this question to SnOwS. SnOwS, do you watch Formula One?
Let me see, I'm a fan of car racing, though. But Formula One, it's a once in a while thing. Sorry. Once in a while thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Formula One isn't really everywhere. It's I think the pinnacle of motorsport. It's just now getting its tentacles into society, especially into the African culture. We're now embracing it properly, and I think part has to do with the fact that we don't have a Formula One race in Africa, but we have the GOAT Lewis Hamilton championing for a race in Africa. So maybe, you know, in due time we'll have something so we can get more Africans involved in the sport.
That's true, though.
Yeah.
Roy.
When anyone says about F1, all I know is Lewis Hamilton. Full stop. That's
Same
how I
here.
know.
You can't even name 5 drivers to save your life, or even 3.
Okay. Sinishasema mmoja.
That one is where we draw the line, yeah.
Ngoja, mimi niko na swali. Amesema kitaja F1 drivers anajua tu Lewis Hamilton. So on Lewis Hamilton, what do you know about Lewis Hamilton? Do you know if he's a good driver or is it just because of his looks? Because one thing about Lewis Hamilton is,
I mean, he's very good looking. I'm not gonna deny that.
yeah.
I think I know that about Formula One. Just the name. Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, and he's also a fashionista. I mean, like that guy has some drip on him.
Yeah,
You guys
sure,
can
you
see.
know that.
Yeah, he's also into that.
I used to have one Formula One jacket
Okay.
because I like car racing, but I'm not into like following it that deep to an extent of knowing more of the drivers.
It's a good culture, though. You should.
I have a question.
Maybe I'll
Can you
try.
check it? Laugh at me. Safari Rally and F1, is it that F1 is the English name for Safari Rally? Or it's the same thing? Or it's two different things? Okay, don't laugh at me. I'm just asking.
Yeah, sports guys.
From a very innocent perspective.
Guide us.
Okay, well, I'll put it like this. So we have an organization, a big organization called the FIA. So the FIA is like basically the FIFA of motorsports. So in that FIFA, kuna like mini series. Kuna now Formula One on one side, and then there's Safari Rally. And Safari Rally is the Kenyan name. No, that's called WRC. It's called World Rally Championship.
Okay.
So when it comes to Kenya, it's called Safari Rally.
But
When
it's
it-
still an F1.
No, it's under WRC. No, there's Formula One and WRC. WRC is World Rally Championship. So it's rally.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So when it comes to Kenya, it's called Safari Rally because Kenya is known for safari. When it goes to Senegal, it's called Dakar Rally.
Oh,
So
Sure,
let me
sure.
ask, so
Yeah,
do
sure.
we pay for them to come and do the racing in Kenya or?
they pay us. So
Yeah, definitely. There are some hosting fees to be paid. That's why top banks like KCB, are the ones involved. They're the guys with the money. So, but there is a lot to gain in terms of exposure, and for them, they also have to look at you, and you have to be of some value to them. Kenya wildlife safari. That's why the name safari is now included into it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And why choose Kenya? See, there I'm asking, it's like you're a driver in but I'm just curious. I'm
feel
curious
free.
and I'm learning a lot actually. So why do they normally choose Kenya, not Uganda, not Tanzania, and not...
So
Umeona Uganda wakiwa na vibe ya Kenya. Nasema tu.
The vibe is in Kenya.
You want to start this way?
and East African war.
Can't even say the name.
Okay, so the thing is, everybody submits their bid to host. Like I've talked about Formula One, we don't have a race in Africa, so everybody submits the bid, and the organizing bodies, they just go through the bids, and they select in a thorough process, and they decide who's not going to get it. Now Kenya has been there for a long time. We are like
That's true.
hata sijui nisemeaje, like colonial times and things like that. Makes sense, but because of the wildlife stuff going on in Kenya, I think that gives us a competitive edge against the competition. So that's why Kenya has always been there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So in East Africa, we're the G's of rally.
We are the New York of Africa.
Kinda, because now hosting and winning it, those are two different things. Now teams win it, but in hosting, like I think East Africa, we've had some in Tanzania, if I'm not wrong, but Kenya has been hosting most of the.
I'm trying to remember this guy's name. He was in Safari Rally, but he's not retired. What's the name? Some from Kenya. From Kenya. Is that
Yeah,
I think
there
he's
have been
a
a couple of drivers. There's Waweru who participated in the previous one, and he did okay.
No,
He did okay.
there's an old one. I don't know. I can't remember the name clearly. So
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but
no, I'm talking about.
yeah, I know who you're talking about, but
But the name
Jinaki
is not
Mepotea.
there.
Yeah, the Jinaki
No,
Mepotea.
I
There's a guy. Yeah, yeah,
The guy was a legend.
yeah.
Speaking about names, SnOwS, what inspired the name SnOwS? Why not charcoal? Why not fire? Why pick the name SnOwS?
Wild.
Or call.
What inspired the name?
Okay. Let me catch my breath first. Well, for the name SnOwS though, because me growing up, what I believe snow is it's just a miracle or something. You can't just see snow anytime. It comes when it's its time. Snow is just not like a rain that just can't rain. You can just go out today and the weather just change and it rains. But you can't see it snows. So, cause when it snow, bro, it's a miracle. So a lot of snows and that's the vibe.
Okay.
So what you're saying, snow is a miracle to you. And
So that's
so
me.
even rain is a miracle. So why don't you call yourself rain?
See, as you said, if a rain is a miracle, just like I emphasized just now, snows, you don't see it every time. You see it in its season. Even if you see it's raining season, in dry season, it rains sometimes.
Okay.
It doesn't.
I mean, it makes sense because snow is very in Africa. Snow is very in
Literally
Africa,
very.
so
You just,
makes-
you just
makes
can't
sense
get
to
it
me.
everywhere.
From your
You
root.
just, it's
Is it Nyahururu
Yeah,
and
see,
Nanyuki?
once. Yeah, makes some
Yeah.
sense.
Personally, for me, I think it really hits home because I can tell you the number of times I've seen this guy. He's very rare to find.
And it's very cool.
He's
at
very
least
cool, but
that's
he's very rare
validated
to
on
find.
from that
It's
side.
very rare to find. Huh?
Hey, before you get a hold of him, hey man,
Tafuta ya
It's
kama
not easy.
shilingi.
At least that validates the name.
What's validating you?
Yeah. It validates it. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it that way.
Okay, okay.
And you S, why the name S?
This is actually, I don't want to call it stupid, but it's childish to some degree. So growing up, kona Zakari, karata. Now,
Jesus, babe.
for the guys who used to play poker, in Nairobi, in the streets of Nairobi, basically, I used to like hiding a specific card, the ace card. Now, the reason why I used to like hiding that card, it's because that card was very powerful
Yes.
towards the end game, and I used to hide it a lot just so that I could win the games. And now the name stuck.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa ule kijana wa ace, and then that boy for the ace, and then that boy for the got out of the name. Now get to high school. I used to rap also, so it just became my stage name. I did that, and that was it.
It's stuck.
Yeah, it stuck. Yeah,
Mr. S.
yeah.
But then you said about rapping, and I know you're a rapper, and Snow is also a rapper. Maybe we should have a showdown when you close the show.
And you have 3 singers.
But of course we're gonna have it.
Backup singers.
Oh yeah, we have backup singers. Actually today
Yeah.
we're doing it all artists. Today is all musicians
Yeah.
We
show.
are going to show you dust. You won't believe it.
Speaking of singing, I saw Brucho's IG post.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
singing.
And the guy's like, I'm coming
died.
in big.
Yeah, I saw that video posted.
And he's like, hey, you know, you guys have been thinking that I'm I'm out of the game. I'm not yet out. I'm
Yeah.
coming in big. I'm gonna challenge you. I was like, who? Nani amechokoza ukijana?
Now I believe you actually did say it.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, speaking of music again, yeah. SnOwS, what inspired you? As in, you being a very cool guy. I can imagine in the music industry. For me, the artists that I know, they are so like, I don't know, outspoken. Should I say outspoken? What inspired you to sing? What inspired you to sing?
Well, when it comes to music, to me, music it's just it's not something you see every time. It's art, and it's the way you make it. So when it comes to music, I take it like music. So inspiration have to come from a real thing, even if it's not real yet. You have to it have to be real.
Okay.
Because if you can imagine something, at least it's real. If you can imagine, you only have to do the work though.
And how do you craft your songs? Do you go to the studio and maybe vibe with the producer, or are you that guy who comes ready with your lyrics and you're ready?
So basically, you know one thing about music, if you have to categorize music in that kind of way, you won't be able to create the art the way it comes, you know. Sometimes if I can say I'm in the studio, just there sitting, and the inspiration comes, like, this is what needs to be heard. So you have to bring it out as an artist. Keep crafting it till it's become that whole, you know. So if you have to be like, I have to wait till a producer is here, till someone is here, or till I go to a studio before I make a music, you lost the touch of that art you're trying to create in the first place. So music is, the inspiration is everywhere. Let me put it that way.
Okay. So in
To me-
terms of, speaking of producers and stuff, are you always in the studio? Like, do you spend days and nights in the studio?
Let me say I'm a producer at the same time. So spending all my time in the studio is just like my daily lifestyle already. I can be cooking and it's just like, okay, I want to sharply write this sound. This sound, it's, yeah, forget. So a lot of people call it ADHD or something. Like you're doing something you're on the process of doing something, and in the process you have to just leave it because another stuff like important something come around. In the process another thing come. So that's how music is to me in some kind of places, because at the same time I'm a producer. I have to come with a vibe, create it. When the inspiration is there, like, let it out. So I'm referring to his question about how do I craft my music, just that way too. So when it comes to music, I don't let it go when I feel it, because that's art.
When you feel it, even if you're cooking, straight to the studio.
I don't need to go straight to the studio. My phone is my studio. I can even show you my sound recording. I have like almost like 1,000 new
We
like
live in the 21st
voice notes.
century. We
Just
live in the
voice
21st
notes.
century where you just do it on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
so
need
that's
something,
one
just
thing.
do
You
it
just
on the
have to keep
spot,
it there.
Yeah.
That's one of it.
Technology.
So that's one of it.
Okay.
So how can you define your sound? Are you more of like an Afrobeat person, or how can you define your sound?
Me, music to me is art, like I said. So I'm versatile. I'm not bound by genre, but when I'm working on a genre, I have to work on it like it is,
So you can
because that's an art. Imagine you are,
classify your music.
yeah, okay. Imagine you're a chef, you're a cook, yeah. Does that mean you are specified in cooking only ugali?
There are those who just and not
No, you understand me. So if you're cooking ugali, you have to put that work in to do it. If you are doing let me think of another delicacy. That
Use
I know
jollof.
about, okay, if you want to do jollof fries like
use
Nigeria,
jollof.
yeah, you have to do the work.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm a chef in my music world. So, you just have to create something.
And they ask Kenyans we love, Afrobeat, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So how has been how us as Kenyans, how have you been responding to your music, your fans? your
But one
fans?
thing about Kenyans that I understand is you guys love Afrobeat. Like, that is not like 50 over 50, that's like 80 over 100. Because at least I can see like 20% still vibes to,
So you have Kenyan diehard fans.
yeah.
Okay.
Kenya is just a center of music, let's put it that way, of entertainment at the same time.
I'm curious. They won't ask it, so I'll ask it. I'm curious. Yeah, they won't
You know
ask
that?
it. So I'll ask it. The consumption of Afrobeat, specifically, in Kenya compared to, say, Nigeria, where it's primarily based.
Okay.
So how is it? Like, do Nigerians consume it more, or do Kenyans consume it more?
Bro, have you been to Nigeria?
I haven't been.
Wow. I see where the question comes from.
Mhm.
You know why? If you go to Nigeria, basically, like, every week, I don't think there is a day that can go by without them bringing out new Afrobeat, new sounds that you have to relate with. So it's have to go to every angles of Nigeria at that point that is out already. So you should know how people consume Afrobeat in Nigeria. This is just like a spread of it. It's just like people listen to Afrobeat in UK as well. They listen to Afrobeat in Canada. They listen to Afrobeat in some countries as well.
Yeah.
But here in Nairobi, let me put it this way: entertainment is, let me say, it's one of the best thing here in Nairobi. So, talking of Afrobeat, it's part of it.
Part of it.
So you guys consume Afrobeat
properly.
properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, properly. Let me just put it that way, properly.
I mean, well, one thing I'll say, I really respect the entertainment industry in Nigeria,
Okay.
specifically because they promote their own. Like, they have their own in the pipeline, if I can put it that way. Like, if this artist blows up, somebody else is in the pipeline. Like, somebody else is about to blow up too. Like, so the consumption, like, they won't just promote the top artist. The guy who's next in line will also be promoted. And that's something we lack in Kenya. And I'll be very honest about that. That's something we lack here in Kenya. And but I think the culture is changing. We're in a culture shift right here in Kenya at the moment.
Okay, like, did you see the whole Ngemi thing?
Yeah.
See the way now they promote
Their
Mugithi
own.
music like that?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're using Kenyans to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. We need something similar, but we are learning.
Yeah.
We are learning, and we could learn from them because they've gone far and wide. Like he said, Canada are consuming Afrobeats, the UK are consuming Afrobeats. For Kenyan music, we can't say the same. We can't really say the same. It's only a handful of guys.
Yeah.
For them, it's a lot of artists. You can Burna Boy, Ashake,
Yeah.
who, all these guys.
But you guys have been you have all this sort of so, yeah.
Yeah, we do, but you know, we also have a lot of genres. Like,
You have calligraph,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, we have
that's
some
what
top
it is
guys, but
rappers
we
for
need
sometimes.
guys in the pipeline also being shipped out. Do you
Not
feel me?
usual.
We need guys in the pipeline
I
also.
feel like us, we don't support our own.
Yeah.
yeah, like, what's her name? Sophia Nzao.
Nzao.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one among the ones we need.
Yeah.
Who maneuvered their way into.
Yeah. International borders. But hey, listen, #PlayKE is a thing, and I think we're learning from it. So good tides ahead. Good tides ahead.
Play
Yeah, the
KE.
future is bright.
But over the years, though, let me see. In the past 3 to 4 years now, like in my own experience of entertainment with East Africans, there has been an huge development, like improvement in terms of promotion as well. Like you can see, like before I even leave Nigeria in any kind of sense, I do listen to East African music. Not even East African. I listen to Ghanaian too. The way I am, like, once it's a good music, trust me, you will see me there listening, banging it.
Segue. Is the Ghanaian Niger beef real, or is it just something for sure?
No, let's venture into that for now. So that's a long road.
That's something serious.
You know.
Okay.
But you guys are family. You guys
But-
are one.
Yeah, you understand.
But between Nigeria and Kenya, maybe who has showed you more love?
You said
Between Kenya and Nigeria, who has showed you more love?
more love.
Yeah.
Bro, I've seen more shaggy in Kenya before than Nigeria. Yes, sir. Because in Nigeria, I know my way around. You can't just talk to me. You can't bully me. You can't talk to me anyhow. But, you know, with the influence of this is my country, you guys can do and undo at the same time.
And the way S was saying about play Kenyan music and us supporting
#PlayKE. Say it properly.
Play KE music.
Exactly.
And
Say it
supporting
properly.
Kenyan
No,
music.
I support Kenyan musical. Trust me. At the same time, I even have a EP I'm dropping soon, which I have this guy on.
Hey, man,
I have Buttress on it.
I need to jump on that
I
EP
knew
as
you were
well.
gonna
Yeah,
say that.
so-
I knew.
So that's it.
Me three.
Imagine.
I also need to
So
jump.
I've met with different artists here in Nairobi. Like I've met with the like of Enviri. We've met, like did some vibes at the same time. So when it comes to music, like I said, you don't have to because you are an Afrobeat artist. You do this, you do that. So you can't venture into this kind of sound. What if your voice is meant for that kind of sound, and you just bind yourself with the fact that you think you are just an Afrobeat artist? So it happens that way. It happens. I even speak Swahili in one of my songs.
Mambo VP.
Are you
You like
joking? I spoke Swahili in one.
How's your Swahili doing?
Me, I'm very bad in it. But when it comes to music, I will ask you what I want to say. You tell me what I'm saying. What I want.
Unasikia but uongei.
Yeah, you can hear, but you can't.
Yeah, but you can speak it.
I don't know how to speak it. So that's how it is. When it comes to music, you guys are doing well. Let's put it that way. But the promotion just have to go more wider the way Nigeria take it. Nigeria is very, very, like, they don't joke with promotion. That's one thing I know about it. You can't joke with it.
And there's a rumor going around that you've turned down a couple of major label deals. Is it true or false?
That's true, bro. It's just one thing about music. Once you know what you want, they will offer you what you don't need.
Even if they give you like money, like bag, you'll still turn it down.
Why not? Tell me if you know the value of what you have in the
I
next
love your
10.
principles.
Okay, now let me ask you this. If you know the value of what you have in the next 10 years, will you sell it for the price of the what in 2 years?
Because they say everyone has a price.
Because you work. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Will you sell it? It's impossible.
But if you can make
But
more,
it's just up to it. No, it's that's it. It's
Why
up to
did you
someone
take-
who's
yeah.
desperate in some kind of like extent. There's nothing wrong in me dropping my music, like putting it all out for you to hear. And if I feel like this song I can't sing it, I have some of my friends that we work together, like we make music together. If I can't make a song or I can't sing it, I will be like, guy, this song sounds like you. Jump on it.
Do your thing.
You understand what I'm saying? This is your vibe. So it's just like knowing your thing, knowing your what. They can't buy you off your own price. That's just it.
And
So and at the same time, once you add the price to yourself, you are buyable. Yes, trust me.
And have you ever maybe felt maybe there is someone or some people who are trying to like kind of sabotage you, or here we say gatekeep? They're trying to gatekeep for you not to go out there and blow up. Have you ever felt that way? Now that you decided to turn down the deals and everything.
Well, with my own mindset and my own perspective, though, I always believe like no matter how the gatekeep is, it's just like a normal like way of life. It's like a test for you. Imagine you can't even walk through a gatekeep. Maybe it's just a low one. What if you have a high one? How are you going to deal with it? So that's how I deal with most of it. You can't gatekeep me, I believe. You can only do what you want to do. And in the end, you only get the result you want to get. I will do mine.
True.
So that's how I handle a lot of deals. A lot.
okay, in this industry, I think we need to stand by our standards, yeah?
Well, for you, I feel you.
Yeah. Once you know what you want, you just go for it.
Just go for it.
Mm.
Don't let someone buy you off it. 'Cause that's it.
So do you think you take money to sell?
My music.
So what? Be specific.
If you don't have a
What is she
product,
taking?
Let me tell you.
yourself, what do you want to buy?
Wait, what?
Excuse me?
Be specific. You know, she just asked, would you take money to sell? And I'm asking her,
Wow.
to sell what?
No,
Like, be
it's sarcasm
specific.
for me. Wow.
What is she selling?
No,
What are you
her
selling?
music, let's say she's upcoming and then they see her and then they see her potential and then they tell her for the next 2 years we're gonna offer you this money for you to
It's a
sell.
lot of money.
Yeah.
I'll take the money. Because I can make more any day, anytime. I'll take the money and then once I'm done with them, I can make my own.
But do you know that in the process,
Scared
you
of
already
what?
restricted yourself to some
Yes.
freedom of yourself.
So that's the issue. As long as there's freedom
You
of
see,
myself.
that's the issue, but you are ignoring the issue.
Yeah,
No,
but
actually.
then you need to
I can't make my
stick
own
to a specific
genre.
yeah. Yani wanakufungia tu. You have to stick to these rules for the next 2 years.
See,
But
that's
money
one
is-
thing.
But I'm here to hustle. I'm here to hustle anyway. So
Okay, you know there is more from where it's coming from. Is is that the reason why you have to give out the
so
real
there'll
thing? you
always
have?
be more.
No, that's it. If there's always more, forget it. Even the source of things sometimes have to be checked. Like
But you know
you
there are
have to
others,
clean
you know?
it up. So if they have to restrict you to some access, do you know that those, and let me say, those are some characteristics of things that make you you. Those are the things that make you yourself. So if you are unable to get through it or be who you are yourself, how are you going to make more songs? How are you going to get more? Okay, they want you to go to your house and get some stuff, but they restrict you in a broken in a room. Like this is the only place you are going to be creative. But normally, your own style of creation, like the way you create, you have to be out there. So if you don't know what you want, like if you don't know, like what makes you yourself, you will fall for anything they bring for you. You even sign any deal, any.
well, there are others who are there who are doing music for hustle.
Yeah.
And the others who are doing for passion.
Oh,
You see,
yeah.
me, if I'm doing mine for hustle, why not? Any day, anytime.
And
the
then
fact
they
that I
record the
can-
music and
Wait,
sell
if
it.
that's the
different.
case, don't you think we should now? It's about time the music industry kind of separates the maize from the chaff. And I'm not saying this in a disrespectful manner. I'm just saying this in a way that there are guys who are here just for the money, for the clout, for the fame,
Which is a fact.
and they're the ones who actually, how do I put this, aggregates everything to a certain standard where it drops and the creativity is not lost, and now we hear mediocre music on our airwaves, and we're now that situation whereby we're not looking for real artists to redeem our ears, if I can put it that way, because I've been in a situation where I'm listening to music. Let's be honest here. The past 5 years haven't really been good musically. In terms of creativity.
It's
Globally, I think it's globally. Go to hip hop, R&B, anywhere. Anywhere.
I think the word is just more about
Listen, that's a controversial topic.
That's just more about the business part of it. I
Yeah,
would say.
and don't you think the business has had a lot to do with why the music creativity levels have actually?
But now
dropped?
let me come in that aspect. We can't judge those who are making the music. We only judge those who are consuming it, because the internet is there. There are a lot of music out there, new music every day, like good music every day. But people tend to listen to what they want to listen to. It's not like, even if there is good music out there, they will ignore it. Like, I don't want to hear, and they start going for that one that will make them look like they are off tune, like they are off
But that's
who they are. So it's you can't judge who's making the music. So when it comes to marketing or market or anything, so they just have to keep giving people what they need to hear.
But isn't that where we now get to the corporate side of the things and now blame the corporations, because they're the ones who are pushing the.
But in my own view, till date, I still listen to a very storyteller. He still makes good music, regardless of.
Guy.
You understand what I'm saying? Regardless of what the music industry has done to. So that's just why I say.
So SnOwS.
Regardless, yeah.
Okay, sorry for interruption.
Yeah.
But I'm asking, are you? If I ask you right now, so you're doing music? Are you doing music for passion, or you're doing it for money? You say for passion, right? But in real sense, you want the money.
Who doesn't want?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't want the
That's
money? So
what
that's the point. So and then you guys are coming to offer me the
But
money.
let me put it this way: in the world we are right now, even your passion it has a reward. That's just it. It has a reward. Those days it might not be money, but these days money has already like overruled everything. You can't do anything without the money. So your passion have to be something. It depends on how you are getting it though.
Okay.
You
That's
guys
it.
mentioned Envision. Is it just me, or has he been quiet?
It's been a minute.
No,
No.
that's the thing though.
So that's sorry, let me come in that. So that's part of what I was saying. Like people who consume.
Yeah.
He's been there. He drops music back to back, like every year. Let me say I keep up with his songs because I want to listen to good music. So that's one of it. If people don't keep up with someone who do good music, how would you listen to good music?
Okay.
You carry your remote in the night sometimes. Just go to YouTube just to listen to maybe 50 Cent. That was dropped maybe was it 20 years ago, 15 years ago or something. It was because it was good music
Facts.
and you had an experience of it.
Yeah.
If you've never listened to it or you've never heard of it, you won't know that song exists or something. So that happens a lot with good music lately.
Basically, what he said. Translation. The media or the corporate houses are pushing mediocre music. So for you to get good music, you have to look it up yourself.
Your value you have to know what you value as well.
What is it that those who are doing for passion are the ones who are getting it tough and getting it rough out here?
And that's why I said it's about
But
time
that's
we
everywhere,
separate
not
the maize
out
from
here.
the chaff.
Yeah.
So how
You
do you
have
do
to-
that?
It starts with you as an individual. You need to stop doing things for clout. You need to stop listening to music because your friend
is
think this
listening.
is
Yeah,
good.
that's one thing
I'm
too.
saying
You-
too, what's this people online by this one? You, not the one for Hey, don't laugh because it's
No. Don't name drop yet. Don't name drop yet. But what we're trying to say is, instead of listening because of the wave or because somebody else is influencing you to listen because you actually feel it's good and you actually believe it's good. And with time, there's a Swahili saying inasema kizuri chajiuza. Yeah, kizuri chajiuza. With time, the maize from the chaff will not start separating, and you'll start seeing the saving
So
process.
that's where the balance comes in, man.
Yeah, everything will not work out.
That's where it comes in.
Yeah.
And speaking about money, I want to throw in back Formula One a bit. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a perception that Formula One is only for the rich people.
Mm-hmm.
What can you say? Because you have been in this space for quite some time.
It's true. It's true. It's not a misconception. It's true. If I'm not wrong, I think Formula One is the most expensive sport on earth. If I'm not wrong, it's a really expensive sport, and its demands in keeping up with it demands some financial stability, if I can say so. Let me put it like this: to watch football, you don't need the most advanced bouquet in your pay box TV. Say in your DSTV, you don't need to pay for the most premium package. But to watch Formula One, you need to pay for the most premium package. Now, that's a form of gatekeeping, but I do understand it. We have a podcast, as you may very well know. And one of my co-hosts said something to me, and it stuck with me. He said, being a Formula One driver is harder than being a president. And statistically, it makes sense. Let me ask you a question. How many people are there on Earth right now? Around 8 billion. 8 billion. From the 8 billion, how many presidents are there?
Around one something. Something or two.
50 plus is in Africa alone. Now go to Europe, go to Asia, go to South America, go to North America. Now, how many Formula One drivers exist?
20.
Exactly. So statistically, it is harder to be a Formula One driver than being a president. So I understand the gatekeeping. They call themselves the elite of the elite. It's called the pinnacle of motorsport for a reason. So it being an expensive sport, you kind of understand why. You get me? But you can find your way. If you're passionate enough about it, you can find your way into it. Yeah.
So being that it's one of the toughest things to do, maybe you can tell us, who do you think is one of the most overrated driver currently in Formula One and should not be there? Look at that camera, just say. That's one.
So you're prompting him, look at that camera.
I wouldn't do that. I plead the fifth. I wouldn't do that. The reason I won't do that is out of respect for what they've done and what it takes to actually get on that grid.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I can't really do that. That would be super disrespectful, and I'm a man of respect. You know me very well.
So you're saying I can't pick Formula One as an hobby. It has to be a life, it has to be a life career.
Yeah, you have to live it. Fun fact: for most of the Formula One champions, they have to sacrifice something. When you actually look at it in
That's
retrospect.
life. Yeah.
And what they sacrifice most of the time, more often than not, is family. And by family, I mean most of these guys don't have wives. Yeah.
Yeah, because they know you can die any day.
And it's not about culture and marriage and anything like that.
I need to leave my
It's so demanding.
I get
Risky.
it.
It's risky, yeah?
But also
Yeah, and the risk also, the risk factor. It's risky. It's demanding. And
You have to be actually.
sometimes,
available.
for you to connect with your significant other, we have to have some alone time. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, if I'm neglecting you, you won't want anything to do with me. Does that make sense?
makes sense.
It doesn't matter how much I'm making.
That's what I'm saying with the culture nowadays. How it is.
Yeah.
Marriage is not really a.
Elsa,
It's not
I think we've solved one major problem that we've had for a very long time.
which one?
We need to get an F1 driver or a car driver for boy.
For boy, right? You know, to get one for her. Speaking of F1, do you guys know who's the youngest F1 driver?
Yeah.
Who?
Currently, it's an Italian kid driving for Mercedes, replaced Hamilton. Kimi Antonelli. He's 18 years old. I think he just turned 18. Still in high school, I think.
Imagine.
Yeah, he's still doing his exams. Something like that.
It's called Kimi
Antonelli, yeah. He's Italian. Drives for Mercedes outfits, German outfitters, Mercedes, AMG, Petronas. Formula 1 team.
I love how you have the receipts here.
Yeah.
No. If you know what you're doing and you love what you're doing, it's second nature to you.
True.
Yeah.
But the kid is doing well for the age.
Yeah, he is doing well. Today, at the time of this recording, there was a Grand Prix earlier today. We had a watch along at K1 and 8 a.m. Japanese Grand Prix. And Kimi was P6. I think P6. Oh, position 6. Position 6, that's around 8 points, something like that. 8 points. That's good. He's
that's
decent.
good.
He's top 5 in the championship right now, if I'm
Good
not
for
wrong.
his age, man.
Yeah, 18 years old.
When I was 18, what were you doing when you were 18? Actually, turning 18. He's not even 18 already.
I think he just turned 18. He just turned 18.
Born to a 6.
Yeah, 2-6.
2010.
Yeah, compound sentence.
Born to a 6. Imagine.
Compound
That
sentence.
is too young. But he's doing well for himself.
No, it's okay.
For me, when I was 18, I was doing nothing with my life.
Yeah, you break off your back. That's what you were doing for life.
I was breaking my back. Yet you are there.
And why do you feel that female are not getting that much?
Yeah.
Again, it's a demanding sport, and I'm not being misogynistic or I'm trying to say something, but there is a female side to Formula 1. It's called the W Series. You guys can catch up with it. It's not as popular as the male one because the main one has been around for 75 years now. So it's been a minute before people caught up and they understood. The guys, the corporate, the suits understood. Listen, women can also do this. It's been some time, so they had to find a way to incorporate women into the sport. It took some time, but it's here. It's called the W Series. If you want to watch female Formula 1 racing, go watch the W Series.
So if I told you to name 3 women in on the sport, you would?
Yeah, I can say 1 or 2.
Exactly, say 3, not 2 or 1. Yeah.
I can say 1 or 2. I can say 1 or 2.
So there's no one who's been in the F1
Nah.
Since and then we have
75
the
years
lesson
ago, when's
that.
that?
They don't
1950 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a man can do, a woman can do better.
Not possible.
You see,
Not really.
Not possible, really now.
There's some
Are we on
things
this
you do
again?
better than us.
everything.
There's some things you do better than us, and there's some things we do better than you. It's understandable. We have to accept it.
Maybe the masculinity, being masculine.
Yeah.
That's all.
Listen, if we go to the club later on, and somebody grabs you inappropriately, if you can do what I can do, you'll be able to defend yourself. That's what you say. What a man can do, a woman can do
Oliver,
better.
my trend. Yeah.
So if we go
If I
there,
got the
I don't want to
skills.
hear, hey, say, X, Y, Z happened. Go do something.
Even when a woman is around a man, they want to be like, yeah, he hit me, defend me. But if she went there alone with her girls, all
Oh,
the girls
tip or
would
tap.
stand up for her.
Nah.
I want to be a baby girl when I'm
I've
near
been
a
around a
man.
long time.
No, I want to be a baby girl whenever I'm around a man.
No,
I'm with you, man.
have you been in a situation where I know listen, I know you've been out there and I know you had fun. Yeah? Have you been in a situation where you're having fun and girls have defended themselves as a group when somebody has done something in a weird way?
Sure.
I mean, it happens once in a while, but does it happen
Yeah, it does.
once in a while? Yeah,
Like,
once in a while.
you know, there's always a fridge saving the fries, you know. Always. There's one each of them that have to take care of the rest. They always have it in their crew.
Now, on the flip side of that coin, as a man, when something happens, it's on site. It's down there.
Sure, it's after.
It's on the spot.
Straight up.
We deal with it there and then. We're not asking for back. We can ask for backup, but we're not trying to do all that.
That's true.
It's on the spot. It's me and you on site. What are we about to do?
Woman.
Well, but I'll still stand with what men can do. Men can do better.
That's
Cap.
true.
We can do better.
Cap.
No
We
worries.
can do better. Apart from probably the physical whatever.
And that's
Physically fit.
And that's why we
Physically-
said there's some things you do better than us, and there's some things.
But go on.
Right. But I think a woman can do it. Imagine me. I think I'm sure.
If you get the training.
Formula
Yeah,
One
they get the
is a
proper
physical
training.
sport.
Really?
It's not what you
You
think.
need to see
It's
the training
physically
that is-
See the
demanding.
women who are doing wrestling
Like for example, I don't know if you
and
guys,
boxing.
if
Yes.
you got women really tend to do like
You think wrestling is real?
wrestling is not real.
Exactly.
But I'm not
And
into
boxing?
wrestling.
And boxing?
Boxing
Boxing,
is
I
real.
think it's real.
Yeah, see the women who are doing boxing and they are good at it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I rest my case anyway. So because
Mm.
okay.
So I wanted us to also talk about events. Maybe we can start with you as then we go to SnOwS. Maybe in terms of course, you're also an event organizer. What is it that you feel, of course, hosting the Formula One events and everything, you feel that maybe most event organizers do wrong? In your perspective, maybe let's say now in terms of Formula One.
First and foremost, event organizers doing it wrong. Okay. I can say this. Underestimating a niche community. That's one thing event organizers do wrong. Some
In
event
Formula One? Yeah. Do you mean in Formula
Yeah,
Formula
Formula
One or in general?
Nah, he's just asking my challenge.
Yeah,
in
okay.
Formula One
Okay.
event hosting.
Okay.
So underestimating a niche community. Sometimes they don't really understand we have like diehard supporters, and being a sports fan myself, I've seen football, I've been involved in football activities and the likes. I know the football passion, I understand it. I know this might come off controversial to some degree, but the F1 passion is kind of on a different level to some degree. These guys are willing to wake up 8 a.m. Like I said today, we had a race today at 8 a.m. Kenyan time, and guys were showing up, and mad love to K1, because these guys are willing to bend backwards, lose some money just to accommodate these guys, knowing that they will get them back in future. By losing money, I'm talking about these guys are willing to offer free breakfast, full English breakfast, eggs, bacon, the whatnot, sausages and everything, toast. That's breakfast easily worth, say, 700 shillings, 500 shillings, Kenyan money. But they're willing to give it for free so that you guys can come again
Yeah.
to watch F1. They're accommodating you guys. It's 8 a.m. We know you've woken up at 6 a.m. just to come here.
Yeah.
You get me? Formula One watchers will wake up in the middle of the night to watch a qualifying session.
Yeah, because I also saw on Twitter this tweet that you must be crazy to get your schedule around Formula One.
Yeah.
I'm literally awake at that
You
time.
know,
That's true.
it happens in the middle of the night.
No, so because it's Formula One World Championship, it means it rotates around the world. So we have 24 races. These 24 races aren't held at the same place. They're held at different parts of the world. Some in Japan, some in Australia, some in Jeddah, Jeddah is Saudi Arabia, some in the UK, some in the US. These are all different time zones. So depending on where you are in the world, you will have a moment where you'll have to wake up, you'll have to get up.
Because of the
If you really
ten
love the
hours.
sport,
Like you will meet up regardless.
you'll have to wake up and watch that thing. Like I had to sacrifice my Friday and Saturday. I didn't go out just so I can watch the qualifying, the Japanese GP at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. The producers behind the lenses, they know I was snoozing over here on this seat before they gave me some bananas, some potassium. I got rejuvenated. I was dozing off here on the seat, because it takes a toll on you. But it is what it is. It's the sport you love, so the passion, it drives you to it. And again, a niche community. So niche communities kind of have extra cultish behavior to some degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you relate? But we're sport fans. Yeah? For some reason, Bruto is an F1 fan, right?
Yes, I am.
Because I see it on Sport Fans.
Yeah.
Did they shout out to Sport Fans TV?
I'm a Ferrari fan.
Mm-hmm.
So Lewis Hamilton is letting me down.
Wewe wacha hiyo mambo.
And it's becoming
Wacha hiyo mambo.
even more.
So it's becoming real.
Don't go off topic. SnOwS was supposed to
And
answer
yeah,
the same
smooth.
question.
I was to ask for you in terms of event organizing, in the sense that are you more of a live performer, or what's your take about live music and festivals? And maybe have you ever gone to perform and found that maybe the event organizer did set up things the way you wanted? Maybe the mic was off, things were just not right. Maybe how has the experience been for you as an artist?
In my own experience, event organizing like that is another aspect. Generally, it's for someone else. Generally, it's not for the artist. So most time, event organizing is it's just something that you can't predict the outcome. Sorry. You can't predict the outcome. It's just something you have to do as it's coming. Though it's good to plan, but you can only plan the basics, like make sure the mic is working. But at the same time, you can get on the stage and the mic that was working 5 minutes ago stopped working. So I really commend them in their business. Like, they are doing well. Sometimes it might even be a natural disaster, like rain that fuck the whole plant stuff, like maybe 5 months or 6 months. Rain can fuck it up.
Okay, have you ever tried to organize an event for yourself and for your music, yeah? And things just went haywire and
There was a particular time like that I had an experience, and it was a crazy one. That's why I was like, that's why I could like relate to an extent of saying I commend them for whatever it is that they are doing. It's not an easy thing,
You have to be there to understand it.
bro. You have to.
be there to really
Or
understand it.
you can't
Yeah.
you can't explain the taste of rice for someone who always eats beans.
He's been there. He's been there when we've tried to organize something and only
Yeah.
two guys show up, and we're like,
But why is this event organizing in Kenya so shitty?
because people
But
agree.
let me say in Kenya, yeah, in my experience, I've attended some nice event. Like, it went well. Even if there's flaws, you can't know. It's not obvious.
Hey,
They have their ways of.
especially
I'm not classing you
Mm-hmm.
or anything, but I can kind of tell what events you've gone to.
Okay.
I can tell because I've been to the ones that are also super organized and everything. But what she's asking,
Mm-hmm.
the answer to what she's asking, is because most of them are greedy. I tell you, I've been there.
especially the sound. I don't understand. To a point, even the whole Burna Boy concert, he usually came with his equipment. So
No, that's the one thing about artists. Don't you get that's another thing. You can't categorize that one. Burna Boy has experienced different flaws on
He's
stage,
been to
like
Mozambique and
I'm telling
suffered.
you, for different times. And he's not just an anyhow artist anymore. Even if you are just seeing him as Burna Boy, he has his craft to defend already. So if he's just moving around like an amateur, trust me, that's what you guys will call him in the next few days. That's it. So you have to also perfect his things. Mr. Easy, go check him out. He has his own event too. He's been to different events that the equipment fucked him up. I understand your say about the greedy part. Some
true.
people, yeah, they have
It
to
is
spend
true.
money on some things.
It is true.
Yeah, they will cut it down and
Yeah.
buy the cheapest or
You
something.
over-
You
yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So that's too also.
But with what you're saying on the Burna Boy thing, I think it's there's a term for it. It's called quality control.
That's it.
So quality control is really important to these big artists because
just
you
it.
don't want some mediocre performance going out there.
Bro.
You don't want people to say, "Hey, Burna Boy sound failed" or something like
If I
that.
put my expectation on you, I have to be okay with whatever it is I get from you.
Facts.
But if my expectation is in myself, like I know I'm going to perform well.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I'm only going to rely on my own ability.
Yeah.
So that's it.
It is what it is.
So Burna Boy moving around with his stuff, you understand that events can be crazy.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Fucking crazy. Even in Nigeria, his own
He'd
town.
rather foot the bill for his own
He had
sound
that kind
system
of
than
experience,
depend
yeah.
on somebody else.
So imagine.
Yeah.
It's something I also look up to doing, and I'm going to do it soon. Sure.
Amen in that.
Sure.
And
Big one.
What's the craziest thing a fan has ever done while you're on stage? You know, these ladies sometimes they can be crazy. You're on stage and then someone decides to throw to you
Throws you a
this
bra.
group here.
Umesema this group over here can get
When we are that
can get
notorious.
rowdy.
Are we that notorious, Mr. Brocho?
Yeah.
For now, whatever any fans does on stages, like
What's the craziest that has ever?
What's the
Ama,
greatest you've ever come
do you
across?
have a privacy policy clause where you'll not expose your fans?
that's one of it.
That's
I like
one of it.
everyone to be themselves around me,
Yeah.
so I can experience who you are. I don't want to cut it short.
Yeah.
You know that kind
Yourself.
of thing. Yeah, you
Free
know.
country. Free environment.
Be
So
yourself
what do you
first,
guys
so I
do?
will know what's up.
Let's say like fans throw you bras and stuff. What do you guys do with this?
What do you expect?
Item? Like,
Man.
okay, so
You throw it
the
back.
stage thing. So where are you taking it?
She probably doesn't need it anymore.
So what do you do with it?
At least we just help me to take care of it. That's it. It's very easy.
That's like asking when Messi wins a trophy.
Imagine.
What does he do with it?
Oh, it's
That's
a trophy.
Yeah, I like
You're trying to relate it with a trophy.
depends.
Because
Okay.
charisma is known for bras and I'm like, what do you do with them now?
You know, I mean, A$AP Rocky once walked down
But
Down
let me say
performance
the craziest thing.
bras he'd actually picked up from concerts and women playing them. I understood that concept and I was like, yeah, it makes sense. You're appreciating the fan. It shows you love her.
That's
Because you've kept the
Item.
Also,
memorabilia.
Imagine people walk up to you like, give me an autograph, give me this, give me that. You understand? At least she gave you an autograph. Like, she came to your show.
Imagine you as my boyfriend.
I was
Being a
here.
musician,
I was
coming home with
present.
bras.
Yeah.
I can imagine you as my boyfriend, being the musician that you are, coming home with bras.
Yeah, I will just hand it over to you.
my
Like,
fans
this
to
is
do
what
that.
we get.
Keep it
This is what we get on stage.
Hey,
Keep
You
it
will
well.
take care of
you
this.
go look for those fans of yours.
My fans are important
Why?
to me because that one like is important to me. That one subscription is
See,
important to me.
that's just like an autograph for me. Like, okay,
Oh,
she
so
was
you
here.
bring the bras.
She came. She, like,
Oh,
she was present.
And the G string.
Because I'll sign the bra and then I'm like, for sale. You know, we buy them, bring that. Because it has.
I like how you're thinking.
Thank you.
Kwenye ni
Ati-
mrema.
Umejua namshaanza kudebate story ya do. Na hizo mathong.
Because think about it, you sign the bra plus the thongs and then you sell them. Who will buy them?
Lol.
Because they're all bras.
what if it's a broken one? What are you gonna do? Are you going to fix a
Someone
broken
throws
bra
an
because
old
someone
bra
said?
at you or some old thong.
But yeah, it is what it is.
But anyways, T for tough.
So
The
that's
industry is not for the weak, right? The industry is not for the weak hata kidogo.
You just have to be ready for what's the.
And about clout
What it is.
chasing, have you ever done anything just to get the attention you need? Let me use that.
Clout chase.
Be direct. If you want to ask something, be direct. Stop going through
Have
the
you
corners.
ever
Stop going through the
clout chased,
corners.
but-
No, I don't clout chase. That's one thing about me.
Are you sure? Even a single day?
I don't like clout chasing.
You've never
Mm,
done
it's
anything
good
for the
that way.
views, for the gram?
Like what? Opening an OnlyFans.
Wow. Okay.
You get what you
Oh,
give.
I love how
That's just it.
diverse you are.
That's just how it is. You
No,
get
ask your
what you
question
give.
directly.
I don't clout chase.
You don't?
No. What you see is what you see.
I'm not even
about
facing
you?
your side.
What
you.
about you?
It's the way it's direct with that question here.
Nah.
But I'm still waiting for, like, I've been threatened a lot of time, like, some ladies sort of clout chase with me, and I'm glad. I'm like, okay, go ahead. There's a lot of people, like, my guys know that I don't clout chase, so if you go ahead and do your shit, they know that they're just trying to make fun of yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't clout chase, but I enjoy watching it though.
Facts. Fact. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe as we near closing, of course I know art comes with a lot of rumors that are out there, and mainly rumors on relationships and I'd say wild lifestyles. how you roll and everything. Maybe any crazy stories that have been out there.
For me, no, not yet.
Stop the cap.
You see, I said not yet. Not yet. Maybe there's some that I don't have an idea of. Not yet. Not that I know of.
Should I ask your? Maybe you should ask, not me. Okay, I'll ask it. Your status, maybe, if you mind. Not.
Single, taken.
Both of them, they tell us their status, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
How is Nairobi taking you?
That's a wild question.
That's it. So for you, that's a topic.
No, wait, that's a wild. Wait, don't touch me. Wait.
That's a topic for another day. For you, that's a whole podcast. If you are going to ask that question,
That's why I was saying she should
I
ask
asked
it.
Okay, so let me ask it. Are you single, taken, sweet?
I'm single.
Or in a situationship?
Nah.
Single, searching? You know, you may be single and not searching.
I'm just single, experiencing the world.
Exploring
That's just it.
different fields.
Single in this Nairobi?
Hmm?
In this Nairobi?
Why not?
Okay.
Are you not single?
Moment of truth.
Moment
of truth.
Back to S, Voy.
Yeah.
She's avoiding my question.
What is your status?
What is your status?
But that's just it.
Who,
Just
me?
single, experiencing the world.
My status is beautiful.
Well,
My status is handsome. My status is,
you're
impeccable.
clean.
Unakana mtu
Clean.
wako? Ama ni watu wako wako sana?
Ukisikia mtu ameanza kubafa hapo kidogo.
Buffering or what? I've just said my status is beautiful. My life is private. My private life is
So
private.
your status is negative.
It is what it is. It's private as fuck. Yeah.
So you won't be able to share with us.
Nah.
Okay.
You
girl,
you asked for Ace, the Formula 1 guy. You didn't ask for Ace.
Baby girl, listen, baby girl back at home. Jaza pengo.
But in general, this Ace is here now.
Pengo.
Yeah.
No, I say in general, Ace is here now.
Yeah.
Ace is here now. The question should turn to you now. Like.
Okay.
Yeah, taken.
You guys.
See
it's
life.
me.
You see
So
life.
you guys
You
are
see
talking
life. You see it.
Well, you guys, as you know, in
Just
Nairobi,
so open about it, and I like that. That's why he's trying to hide it in the first place.
you know, there are people out here who
I'm
know.
trying to hide it, man. Like, I'm just
You
trying.
guys know how many boyfriends I have out here. You want to
Hey.
haribia me.
How future you have boyfriends? So
Plural.
You know the others who know we are married, the others who know we are in a situationship, you know the others who know they are
Listen,
my party boyfriend.
all I can say is how you handle your business,
It's none of your business.
handle it.
as long
Just
as
handle
you're
it.
happy.
So you've asked me about my status and I've given you. I have so many boyfriends.
Yeah.
And you
We
guys
aren't
don't take
judging.
this serious anyways.
Yeah.
My fans, why?
Anaeka goal sasa ndio jamaa wake akiona aseme
Ilikuwa jokes. Ilikuwa jokes.
just podcast. Yeah.
Back to my boyfriends.
Yeah.
I hope you all are doing well. My baby boys.
When I'm addressing
I mean, what about the host though? What about
Asian?
the host though? I mean, the host of the show. You know, like you've been so cordial in inviting us. I mean, reveal a bit about yourself.
My status is out there. Everyone knows it.
What is your status?
Give it out.
I'm taken.
And these guests for today have made me sweat.
I'm taken.
Ni watu una sweat because they cannot see sweat.
You guys are
I'm sorry. I really apologize. What's in the drink?
who do you guys had planned for us?
What's in the drink? You know, these guys,
Why?
production crew. Yeah, we are going to have a word, me and you. We're going to have a word.
For real.
Now, I love we throw it back to Voy.
Or me. I'm me, forever single. Like,
I know.
single since birth. Sijui watu wako.
Ulizaliwa peke yako.
Boyfriends ni nyumbani
Niko tu
washazoa.
hadi sasa peke yangu. Sijui.
Wewe na pangare.
I'll look
Same what's up.
I'll look for a motorsport driver.
Nisikugawia wangu.
That one.
Voy, should I share mine? I have so many.
Damn.
Utaki? Anyway, don't worry, I'm doing it for you and for me. That's why I have that in me.
Yes. As we close, what plans do you have, or what should we expect from Ace and the Pitbull?
What you should expect from Ace is exclusive to continue popping. I also have that clothing line called Exclusive Couture. It's made in Nairobi, proudly Nairobian. Give it time, it will be where it needs to be. As for the Pitboard, anytime you hear F1 somewhere and you don't know where to watch it and you need to meet people of like-minded stature, just go to K1. You'll find me there. Say hi. Don't be shy. It is what it is. That's for the pitboard. Also, maybe YouTube channel and mtaweka kwa link in the description. Yeah, so we have a YouTube channel, the pitboard. We also have an IG. You know, if you want our WhatsApp group, you can just DM the admin on the pitboard discussions, and they'll get back to you. And we are a growing community, and I love how we're growing. So we embrace diversity. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. We have guys from Italy, we have guys from Spain. Tunakona watu wa Mathare pia. So it doesn't matter where you. I'm dead serious when I'm saying that. I'm dead serious. It doesn't matter where you are. You can be in Shanghai, China, Tokyo, Kamikaze, or whatever. What's it called? That. Yeah. You can be in Spain, Britain. You can be in Kenya. A lot of us are from Kenya. You can be in Machakos. We're just follow. As long as you're passionate about the sport, just follow. We'll have something for you. I know you'll enjoy.
Natuma salamu nyumbani. Kwa tu nyumbani.
Alafu sasa mama ya nani?
Natuma salamu kwa. And ni kama utatudropia kitu. Siulisema you can drop. You can drop some lines before we head before we finish with SnOwS.
I think I'm lost with
na kama hamind kunini on camera.
Throw some buzz.
Anaweza kubado wako busy.
Tutaifanya labda video.
Oh, okay. Wewe sasa ndio prompt, but it's okay.
I don't even hear.
Man, it's okay.
SnOwS, and you, what do we expect from you in the near future? You told us about this EP. What more should we expect from this EP or any other thing?
Yeah, I have this EP dropping very soon. Yeah, but expect more. Not just the EP. There is more coming.
Where do you find your music? How do you get to?
I'm probably on every platform if you check it. So on YouTube it's Badman SnOwS, like BM SnOwS, BM SnOwS. So straight up B and M, capital B and M, and SnOwS, just like me. And
What's
the other
the BM
platform
stand for?
Badman. Straight up.
No, wait. Pause. What's my other name? Wait, what's my other name? Because this is not
it Badman?
crazy. No. What's the other name?
Which one?
The other one.
Brocho.
The other one. Come
Don't
on.
do that.
Say it.
Which one?
The other one. The one with the T.
Trouble Man.
You know, it's.
Oh, Trouble Man.
Badman.
The connection is crazy.
I know.
Wow.
Trouble Man and Badman.
Trouble Man, Bad Man.
Badman.
The F1
On
champion,
Instagram?
the music champion.
Yeah, on Instagram it's just I am SnOwS. I am _SnOwS. So that's what it is on every other platform as well.
Okay.
What's
Any
your
other social
Instagram?
media? Yeah.
No, what's your Instagram?
Oh, my Instagram. You can find me at K_Elsa.
Tell them. I wasn't asking
Oh,
for me, I was
it's
asking
you
for
who's asking.
I
Because
wasn't
then they
asking
know.
for
Anyway, my fans, you can find me at K_Elsa.
Imagine I was even telling you mine.
See, you interrupted. You're actually telling me. Tell the fans.
Okay, if you want to find me, you can find me on YouTube, BM SnOwS, capital B, capital M, capital S, the rest SnOwS. And on social media like Instagram, Snap, and others, it's I am _SnOwS. Just a proper letter. Peace.
Where and where can you find your music?
It's on
I thought
every
it is,
platform, like
social media
worldwide.
platforms, okay.
Just search it online. Even if you Google it, you find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, that has been quite an entertaining episode, I must say.
I hope you
two
guys
champions
enjoy
at
it.
the same time.
And it's I've learned something about F1.
F1.
I've learned a lot, not something. I've learned a lot, literally. I knew zero about. I knew like 1% about F1, but right now at least I have some knowledge. Yeah?
Girl, don't tempt me. I'll put you on the spot. What have you learned?
No, wait, calm down.
Don't tempt me. I'll
Let
put
me
you on the
refresh
spot.
my mind behind.
Okay,
I'll tell
okay.
you behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Okay.
I believe that has been quite an entertaining episode,
Yeah.
having two champions Wow. Thank you guys for showing up today.
And thank you for having us as well.
Yeah.
Pleasure is all mine.
And as always, make sure you keep it 360.
Vibes.
Ciao, ciao.